Hi.
Oh, hi. Come on in.
We alone?
Yes. Kristen hasn't come in yet.
And you haven't talked to her?
No. I was going to call her, but I decided not to. God knows what's going on over there.
You don't think he might have told her the truth?
Well, Storm, the Kristen that I saw in his office the other day wasn't going to settle for anything less than the truth.
And then he walked out and said he was going to show her what he did with the $100,000?
Yes, he walked right by me. What do you think he's going to do?
I don't know. That guy's incredible.
Yeah, well, he's also running on empty.
You don't really think he might level with her?
And tell her that he gave me the money for child support? I can't imagine that he would. But then, what else is he going to do? I mean, she is not going to let him off the hook.
You realize the implications of all this?
Do I ever? If Kristen finds out that Clarke is the father of my baby, she'll never want to see or speak to me again. If I was her, I'd probably want to murder me.
But Margo, it's Clarke who's at fault, not you.
Storm, do you really think he's going to let it appear that way? Trust me. If he comes even close to telling her the truth, I'm going to come out as the world's greatest temptress. He'll probably tell her that I forced him to make love to me at gunpoint the night the baby was conceived.
Well, don't worry about that. I'll straighten that out quick enough.
Oh, I just wish that Kristen would come in. She's already late for a staff meeting, which she's never done before.
Well, do you want me to hang around?
No. I should probably talk to her alone, if she ever comes in. Who knows? She could be moving right back into her family's house at this very moment.
Guess who's sitting here loving you?
Why do you think I woke up?
Honey, I wish I had something appropriate to say.
More than I'm sorry? Yeah. You live and you learn, love.
Oh, I certainly learned something.
Yeah, well, so did I. You know, the next time that you threaten to leave me, based on, something I'm so obviously so right about, I might just call your bluff.
You'd let me walk out that door?
Would you do it?
You're asking me to give my final line of defense up.
You questioned me, and you didn't trust me, and you threatened to leave me based on your suspicions. And you forced me to tell you what I was going to do with the money, the dream house that I was building for the two of us, and you ruined my surprise.
Is there anything I can do to make it up to you?
I'll leave that to your imagination.
Morning. Can I pour you some? Come on, lighten up.
You have any idea what effect it had on Caroline? Seeing you laughing your fool head off about her nude father in a smut magazine?
Let me ask you a question, Thorne. And I want an honest answer. What was your first reaction when you saw that magazine? Yeah, I thought so.
the bold and the beautiful. This portion sponsored by April Fresh Downy for the fluffiest softness ever.
All right, yes. I found some humor in it.
Oh, come on, I bet you couldn't wait to show me that picture.
That isn't the point. It isn't funny to Caroline.
The point is, we're not talking about Caroline. Now, how did Spencer get in that publication anyway?
Your guess is as good as mine.
You don't know?
Neither does he.
Well, where'd they get the nude picture from?
It's a mystery.
He's got to be out of his skull.
Not his usual charming self, I'll tell you that.
Well, maybe I'll stop by and have him autograph my copy.
Don't push it, all right?
Hey, he's your father-in-law. You're the one that has to deal with him. As far as I'm concerned, he's a two-faced, pompous ass.
He's got a heart, Ridge.
Yeah, it's probably made of granite. Give me that, will you?
You still hold it against him, don't you? What he did to you and Caroline.
Wouldn't you?
I'm not sure.
You would.
Well, for a while, maybe, but you're all set to marry Brooke now. Isn't it kind of water over the dam?
The fact that he broke off my engagement with Caroline, yeah, that's history. But it's the way he went about it. That still gets to me when I think about it.
Well, don't then. You got a whole bright future ahead of you.
I suppose so. Maybe I'll stop by just as a goodwill gesture.
Stop by.
Yeah, tell him I'm sorry that it happened. You know?
If you go over there, he'll know it's for one reason and one reason only. To rub his nose in it.
You think so?
You know so. So do I.
Well, little brother, this is one time you're gonna have to indulge me. Talk about poetic justice. He's got the gall to hire some jerk to take a picture of me in bed with a lady friend. Now someone snaps a picture of him in the raw and puts it in some sleazy magazine. That just reaffirms my belief in fair play.
Hi, Margo. Did Dad call?
Yeah, twice.
Oh, no, I'm in trouble.
No, don't worry. I handled it.
How?
Well, I told him that you wanted me to take the meeting.
Thanks.
Oh, no
How did it go?
It was routine. I asked Trish to type up my notes for you. How did it go with you?
You wouldn't believe it.
Clarke told you what he did with the $100,000?
He did more than that, Margo. He showed me.
Oh?
I have got to have the most understanding, indulgent husband ever put on this earth. Margo, you will never guess in a million years what he's doing with that money.
Well, I won't even try.
Okay. Well, we leave the office, right? And he's going to show me this big surprise. And of course, his nose is all out of joint because he claims that the surprise isn't ready yet. So we start to drive, and we drive some more, and some more, and he continues to try and convince me that I don't want to do this to him. Well, by that time, I'm so suspicious, I'm ready to wring his neck. Until he pulls up to the most fabulous house being built.
What?
That's the surprise. My flamboyant, terribly sexy husband is building our dream house. And Margo, you should see it.
You're not serious about that, are you?
About what?
Dropping in on Bill Spencer.
Why, you have trouble with that?
Yeah, I do.
Well, just a friendly social call.
Ridge, I just talked to him about this yesterday. He's in no mood to be needled about it.
That's precisely the reason I'd like to go over there.
Give the guy a break. He's had it hard enough.
I owe him, Thorne. I've been waiting for a day like this for close to 2 years.
Hi. Coffee, hon?
Thank you.
I guess I owe you an apology.
Not unless you mean it, Ridge.
Well, in that case, we'll just have to let it stand.
What happened to my father is not in the least bit humorous.
It's what Thorne's been trying to tell me.
But you don't agree?
I'm sure you know why.
Ridge, he is still my father. You could at least show a little consideration for me.
Can we call a truce here, please?
You should lighten up and not take it so personally.
My father's nude picture is appearing in a filthy pornographic magazine, and I'm not supposed to take it personally?
Look, I'm sorry that this has done this to you, but I haven't forgotten what your father did to me. To us, if you'll recall.
That doesn't justify it, Ridge. This is defamation of character. You know what this is going to do to his reputation.
Hey, don't look at me like I'm responsible.
No, why don't you just sit back and laugh like some adolescent boy?
Will you two please just stop it?
I didn't see him shedding a tear over a certain photograph of me a couple years ago. No, Caroline, I make no apologies for laughing. Your father deserves to be cut down a notch or two. I'll see you at work, Thorne.
Sorry about that.
It's not your fault.
I don't know, Caroline. Ridge doesn't hold many grudges. I guess he's a lot more bitter over the way Bill broke you two up than I imagined.
Clarke told you he spent the $100,000 on a house he's building?
Yes, and it's going to be fabulous.
Incredible.
Exactly my reaction.
Did he tell you where it was?
Well, I think the reason Clarke drove around so much was to try and confuse me so I wouldn't go back there. Because he really doesn't want me seeing it again until it's complete.
So, you don't remember where it was?
It was real dark. But I bet I could find it again if I had to.
Oh, well, you know, I would just love for you to take me there sometime.
Are you kidding? After what I put him through, I don't want to go near that place. No way, not until he's ready to carry me over the threshold. What's the matter, Margo?
Oh, nothing. I'm sorry. It's just a little difficult for me to comprehend, that's all.
I know what you mean. I was ready to throw in the towel, Margo. I mean it. I thought Clarke would never tell me what he did with that money. You can just imagine how I felt when I found out the truth. And how he felt.
Yes, I think I know how he felt.
Betrayed, right? That's sure how I would have reacted. I mean, here your mate plans this phenomenal surprise, spends months planning it, somehow manages to finance the thing, and then she threatens to leave him if he doesn't tell her what it is. Ugh, I've never felt like such a creep in all my life.
But he forgave you, right?
Well, I made it up to him this morning. That's why I was late.
Honey, come look what I got in here. Whoops, sorry, I didn't know you two were in the middle of it.
That's okay, honey. I was just telling Margo what I put you through last night.
Oh, yeah? Can you join me for a minute?
Sure.
Damn it. Oh, goody.
No, call him back. Tell him I'll see him after lunch.
And what about Sid Amesley?
Oh, I'll call him myself. Anything else?
Oh, this came in. I guess I should send it over to Kristen.
What is it?
The process checks from her trust fund.
Oh, no, that's for me. That's for me. I'll take care of that for her. Thank you, Trish.
All right.
Checks. Ah, yes. Got the big ones in here.
expecting you.
Yeah? I thought you might need an explanation.
I don't need an explanation. I know exactly what you did and why.
It's better than telling the truth, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
You don't mean that.
You are by far the most despicable man I've ever met.
And I thought I was being clever.
A house? You're building her a house?
Well, it was either that or the truth.
Oh, did you realize what you're doing to this woman? You're setting her up for the biggest letdown of her life.
Not necessarily.
Oh, would you just stop? There's no way you're going to pull this off.
How many times have you said that? And how many times have you been wrong, sweetheart?
You are one cruel, heartless, evil human being, Clarke Garrison.
Well, thank you.
You're going to destroy this woman. Well, I'm not going to let you. I am not going to let you do this to her.
Hey, Margo. You're the one who got me in this mess to begin with by bleeding me for $100 grand.
I was not bleeding you. That was for child support.
Well, I wish I had the support that child has.
Oh, $100 grand over 18 years? That amounts to nothing. Oh, but that isn't even the issue. The issue here is friendship. She's a dear friend. I mean, how could you expect me just to stand by and let you wipe your feet all over her?
We have an agreement. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, that doesn't cover this. Lies and deceit are not covered in our agreement.
Are you threatening me, Margo? Because if you are, let me remind you that this friend will no longer be a friend if she ever finds out that I'm the father to your child. Not only that, the kid loses all those beautiful greenbacks if you breathe one word of this to Kristen. Now, what were you saying?
Come in. Yes, Trish.
Ridge would like to see you.
Thank you.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, I need some information if you can help me with it.
Okay. About what?
This.
A check made out to Clarke Garrison?
For $100,000. Written by Kristen, drawn from her trust account.
So what are you doing with it?
I handle my sister's trust account. Always have. A couple of weeks ago, I noticed that she'd withdrawn $100,000. When I questioned her about it, she got very defensive. So I arranged to get the checks.
Well, are you really surprised that it's made out to Clarke Garrison?
No, not at all. In fact, I expected it.
What are you going to do about it?
Well, naturally, I'll question Kristen again, but I don't think she's going to open up to me. That's why I'm talking to you.
Me? Well, what can I tell you?
Well, you're close to her. She confides in you.
Are you asking me to betray a confidence?
Margo, Clarke Garrison is a blight on my family. He's a disease. Now, I don't trust him, and neither do you. Am I wrong?
No.
You know what Clarke did with that money, don't you? Well, I want to know. And you're going to tell me what he did with that money, right here and now.
Jewelry provided by Stephen Dweck. Join us again for the bold and the beautiful.